I've always written poetry, you know, since I was 10 years old in order to heal from, you know, trauma in my life. And so that's a really, really important tool for me to use and to put out there. And, you know, I get letters from people and emails from people telling me how much I have helped them. My brother was killed in a car accident. He was hit by a truck, and him and his fiance and their unborn baby were killed in this accident. The only person to survive was the driver. And you ask yourself, why? Why did he survive when he ran the red light, you know? But you have to let that go. I wrote a letter to him, and I also wrote a letter to the truck driver. And I posted those. And I basically said, like, this is how I feel. And for the biggest healing that I could do for the driver of that car was to say, I forgive you. I forgive you, because I know if you are a decent person, you are already going to be so traumatized by this, and it's not like you know, thinking you ran the red light to kill people, you know, but you had to have known that was a possibility, right? But I forgive you. I forgive you because I need to forgive you for myself, for my own healing, but I forgive you because you will spend the rest of your life paying for this. You know, and that's kind of what I said to him. I never got a response back. I never expected a response back. I sent one to the truck driver. This is the one that hit home hardest for me, and I didn't realize the impact that my letter would have on him. So I sent him a letter, and I basically said to him, you are not to blame. Please don't for a second blame yourself. I do not blame you. You didn't have a choice. You were driving a beat up truck. You were not able to stop. This is not on you. And I know that this doesn't sit well with you. I know that this is going to eat you alive. I know you will never drive a truck again, because you can't step back into one, because you have flashbacks. I know this because, like anybody with trauma, you know, at some stage will get flashbacks, and they are freaking horrible. You know, it's like you are there again, you know. And I said, I recognize this, and I am sorry. I am sorry that you're going through this. I'm so sorry you're going through this, but I don't blame you. Please don't blame yourself. The only person to blame here is the driver of that car, because they chose to run a red light, chose to run that red light and have 4 lives lost. I wasn't expecting a response from the truck driver, but he did respond. Actually, we met up, and he said to me, sorry, it happened a really long time ago, but it still affects me. He was going to take his life that day, and then he received my letter. You don't quite realize the impact you can have on somebody's life. And whilst you think that, like, sending that letter was healing for me, I never realized the impact it would have on him and his life, literally saving his life. He'd planned it out, you know, how he was going to kill himself. He didn't deserve that. He shouldn't have been going through that. He just shouldn't have been. You know, that is horrible. And it destroyed me, you know. And he said, then I received your letter. And he said, I didn't recognize what it was. So I almost threw it in the bin, because I was heading out. He was heading out to kill himself. And he said, something told me to read it. There's something about the handwriting. I have terrible handwriting. It's like a doctor. It's like a scribble. But he read it. And he said it just... And I put my phone number on there. And he called me. And he thanked me, you know, because, you know, you don't ever think that sending a letter is going to save somebody's life. But not like, you know, he was ending his life not thinking the impact that it would, then the ricochet effect that it would have on his family. All he could think at the time was that I can't cope with the fact I killed 4 people, even though it wasn't his fault. But, and those people did, my brother didn't need to lose his life. You know, that didn't need to happen. It could have been avoided. The truck driver wasn't able to avoid that, and that's not his fault. When you are so emotionally dysregulated because you are unable to see the sunshine, you're unable to see your way out, you know, it's really important because people care about you, and you are not weak when you ask for help. I promise you, because he couldn't see a way out. He was just so devastated. I've come upon accidents before. I had to help save a life before. It's not something that leaves your head, you know. So for him to witness that, not only to witness that, but to realize that his truck caused the death of those 4 people, but through no fault of his own, but he had to see those people die in front of him, and there wasn't anything he could do to save them. That's something that doesn't go out of your head, you know. That split second that driver made of the person driving my brother and his fiance and her mum, you know, that split second, that stupid decision that he made to run that red light impacted so many lives that day. Not only the truck driver, not only me and my family, paramedics, you know, police, witnesses, such an impact on them. You know, a split second stupid decision impacted so many lives in such a horrible way. And, you know, it's unnecessary. Like, it was unnecessary. But it happened. So, you know, getting that letter from me, and I'll be honest, I almost didn't send it. But I was like, no, he needs to know I don't blame him. You know, he needs to know this isn't his fault. And healing tools are really important to use. Doing the work to heal is important. And always be aware of how you impact somebody else's life, whether it's the words you use or your actions. You know, they make a difference. You know, even if you think that it's only small, just, you know, a pebble in the pond can still make a huge ripple. You know, okay with being vulnerable, because vulnerability is courage. Without vulnerability, you can't have courage, and you need courage to be able to heal. I am always here. You know, I don't care if you're a stranger. You want to talk, I'm here to talk. I am here, and I'm genuine in that offer that I'm here. You know, sometimes it just takes somebody saying, me too. I feel empathy for you. I am here. Reach out for help, you know, and if you reach out for help, use the tools and do the work. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. These videos are part of my healing process as well, as you know, everybody needs some help at some point in their life, you know, and it's not a weakness to ask for help. You know, something that, one of the biggest things that I'm learning, you know. So thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it.